We'll pull up our Twitch so we can say hi to the haters.
I need to pay attention to that.
I know, right?
Yeah, I just resubscribed, so I get rid of the commercials. I need to look again.
I saw that. I saw
Yeah.
that today.
I was like, I can't. I'm all listening to what y'all are talking about in the commercial. I'm
Yeah, exactly.
like,
Oh my gosh. My stupid phone is not turning down the volume. Okay, there we go.
there we go.
Okay, and we're live.
Oh.
Um,
Got mine down on now too. I'm gonna watch. Okay.
so I was gonna tell you there's this show. So I can only watch like reality TV because I'm working 100% of my life, 100% of my waking hours. I'm working.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I can shovel some food down my throat, and then I walk whiskey, and then I'm sleeping. That's
Yeah.
like basically my whole life right now
Right. Yeah.
until our broker, like especially right
But
now, like
but you're living and breathing what you love. That's
yeah,
the difference.
I mean, I love it.
You love
And
it. But yeah.
especially right now
Yeah.
when we're experiencing this explosive growth, like I'm not going to let anybody down, you know, so I'm going to work. But so reality TV. Have you ever seen the show Love After Lockup?
Yes. All right. I have probably seen every reality TV show there is. Everyone. Yeah, I haven't watched it. Some I'm addicted to. Then I got away. But no, I've seen that one. I haven't
It makes
watched.
me feel so much better about my life decisions.
I don't know how they get to that point. I don't know how you get to
They
that point.
went out of their way. They had a perfectly fine life. They went out of their way to go on a website and start writing love letters to a fucking prisoner they've never met and fall in love with a fucking prisoner.
I don't know how they get to that point. I don't know how you get there. I don't know. There's a lot of things I have questions on. First off, I don't know where all these weird reality shows are coming from. I never saw an audition come pop up somewhere and go, oh, well, how about, I'm going to start naming names like the one about the Amish thing now. I'm like, was there an audition somewhere for that kind of show? What made them think we want this kind of show? But then you've got the people that are actually doing that, like the Love After Lockup. What made you think to get to that point? You're like, you know what? There's just like I love 90 Day Fiance. Okay, people are like, can't you find somebody in this country? You don't have to
I
go to
love
country.
90 Day Fiance.
My husband likes it too now because I got him to watching it, and then we'll get rid of the old season. People were like, no, we really like them. We don't want these new people. We don't like. We're not going to watch it again. And then now we're watching it again. So
I'm gonna restart 90 Day Fiance. That's my
next. And there's the group of people that are now still on there and going on to other segments. Like
there's all that, like you could make Funko Pops out of some of them, like Muhammad and the OGs. Oh my God.
The OGs are the ones that we all love and don't want to go anywhere.
Yes.
You feel like you're friends with them. I mean, like we become friends on whatever, but then the new season come up. But yeah, you need to go back to the beginning and then you'll watch because some of them have been on season after season after season, and it's crazy.
And that's why I have to watch these shows is because you don't have to really pay attention.
No, yeah.
I don't have to even be looking at the TV.
I
can be doing whatever. And so, yeah. Man, yeah, so 90 Day Fiance and Love After Lockup make me feel better as a person about my life choices.
They do, don't they? But I know, I'm like, oh my God, I haven't watched Lockup in a while. I need to not go back to that. That's just odd to me.
Brian is watching. Okay, so Lindsay says, let's go Texas. Brian says the company's best and literal cheerleader about Lindsay. She goes, you know it. Brian goes, is that the show where the one guy has a thumb for a neck?
A thumb, a tattoo? No, well, oh yes, the Tom.
I don't even know what you're talking about, Brian.
I know what he's talking about. The little short guy. Yes, that's him. That's him. A thumb for a neck.
I think I know.
What's his name? Ed.
Was he the one that like
older guy
had that one girlfriend that he
dumped her after they moved off to Arkansas or somewhere like that? Yeah. Ed. And that's another one. How did he get a girlfriend? I don't know. I don't
These
know.
people are insane.
It's the thing where I say there's
You
somebody for
know,
everybody.
if we make it out of bed and onto our Zoom at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, we've already beat 90 Day Fiance and Love After Lockup.
I know.
We're already winning.
Well, I think it's funny that it's become mainstream enough now that the rest of us are talking about it. That we're all talking about it. Oh my God, that's funny.
So, you know, I really want to do less blabby blab about the slides, and I want to do more, you know, since it's special guest Debbie McClain.
Yeah, I'm so
I
special.
have to say Debbie does Dallas.
Yes, I know. And our new agent brought that up. Debbie
Yes.
in Dallas.
um when I'm going through the slides and we're like talking about it, I really want you to share your true experience, any good, bad, ugly, about our brokerage, because it's important when these agents transfer their license and move their entire business over to a brokerage. They deserve to know what they're getting into. You know, they deserve to know what they're getting themselves into. I take that responsibility very seriously. When I was recruiting back for, you know, other cloud-based brokerages, I took that responsibility so seriously, but I had no control over how that brokerage would take that responsibility, right?
Right.
So I ended up, Holly and I, creating this brokerage because we didn't want anything getting in the way of us serving our agents at the highest level so that you can get out there and truly kick ass for your clients.
Right. Right. That's true.
So I feel like the industry's broken and agents deserve better. There's a lot that's broken about the industry. This slide is primarily aimed at agents. If you haven't been to a national virtual brokerage, you will see this happen. And if you are at a national virtual brokerage, you know these complaints. So these are the complaints that Holly and I have, you know, seen over the years. Agents talking to us about, you know, I don't want to feel like I have to recruit. I'm embarrassed that I work at an MLM and I have to overcome that objection. And it's not really a pyramid. And how do I get a hold of someone? You know, like, how do I get a human on the phone, and just
Oh,
crazy
that's the
stuff
worst.
like that. And
Yeah.
yes, and the stock, like, why are the recruiters the ones getting rewarded money, real money, and then the producers are the ones getting fake stock that may or may not ever be worth something?
Right.
Like,
And I never knew that. I never knew
yeah.
that for the longest time. I fall into that thing about me being embarrassed because I didn't recruit, because
Mm.
I've been in real estate a long time, and way before recruiting, mentoring, all the stuff it is now. It was just like it just happened. And I'd have agents follow me when I went to new brokerage, you know, because they saw I was successful and they brought over to, you know, there wasn't any incentive. I was like, yeah, come over with me. You wanted your friends to work with you. You want people you like to work with you.
Mm-hmm.
So I've never been a recruiter. And when you go to work for a brokerage and it's push that, it for me, it'd be like embarrassing. I'm not a recruiter. I don't know. I can go do get-togethers because I like to hang out with the other agents, realtors and lenders and people. Those are my friends. You're in this industry. We all make friends. That's who you run around with. But not to just say I'm here to recruit, and because it takes away from my reason I'm a realtor. I'm there to be a realtor, to help my clients, all levels of clients. That's my role. I'm a realtor. I'm not a recruiter.
I don't
I
think
don't
any of us got licensed
No.
to be realtors to go hustle other realtors.
Mm-mm. I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think
And
so either.
I feel like it's my job as CEO of this brokerage to be the one to grow the brokerage, right?
Right.
It's not, I shouldn't put that on all the agents to make you guys go do it. You know, we do thank the agents, like, hey, if you do bring an agent in, if you do invite an agent, you get $1,000 off your cap for the following year and stuff like that. We want to thank you, but we don't want you to be stressed out about downlines and, oh my gosh, this agent that I brought in, are they going to leave? Or I want to make sure they're producing and all this other crazy shit, because now your eyes off buying and selling houses. And you
That,
said it
yeah,
yourself that
yeah,
you've
no.
been busier than you've been in a long time.
I am I'm busier than I've probably been in the last 4 years, to be honest with you. And some of it had to do with where I was, a lot of aspects. But, you know, one of the brokerages I was with previously, I was area leader, and I shouldn't do that, but anyway, I was area leader, which meant I was the and it was the go between me and the broker. Okay, so they couldn't reach them, so I was the go between. I loved it. I inherently love to help people. I love to help clients. I like to help agents. I've always had agents reach out to me. I've worked with a lot of agents over the years, and they couldn't reach their broker. They'd find me. That's just the way it was, so we just all worked together. But I was in that role, and I ended up, because I was incented, what I was supposed to do is I'm their mentor, whatever I want to be called area leader. They would come to me, and I would not be able to do any production. I had
Mm-hmm.
when I left, I had 107 agents. I was the area leader for, from one end of Dallas Fort Worth all the way up to the other end. And I've told you before, the Dallas Fort Worth Metroplex actually it's the size of Maine. Just our footprint is the size of the state of Maine. Okay, I've got agents from one end to the other. It's a 2-hour drive and 2 hour here, and I can't always go there. But when you've got that many agents on the phone every single day with problems with onboarding, problems where they can't find this to work and they can't find this platform to work, and I'm not a techie person. I've had VAs, I have transaction coordinators, all that. I've transitioned to that role where I need their assistance so that I can just focus on what I'm good at. Well, so I could not produce. I could not produce. So my production level went way, that's what I'm saying. The last 4 years, it's gone way down. But I felt responsible for my uh, agents. I wanted to take care of them.
And when you took that position of area leader, you thought you were going to coach them and mentor them, not
That's all.
help them troubleshoot
Yes.
systems.
Yes, that's it. It wasn't, I didn't do any of that. I had maybe one or two brand new baby agents. We call them we call them baby agents, brand new. And I loved it. They were eager. They wanted to know. I wanted to mentor them. I wanted to help them learn, but and teach them the good, bad, and ugly. Teach them things. I'd say, don't do what I did. This is what I did. Don't do that. Let's go this direction. I loved it, but that's not what I was doing. I was not doing that with any of them. All we were doing was trying to go through the systems, figure out what's going on, why I can't get paid, I can't make this work, I can't get Dotly to work, I don't do this. And I'm like, I'm not the person to do it. And I would just have to redirect the call, and they wouldn't get answers, and say, okay, let me figure out who I can get a call. So all they were doing was I would just send the pipeline, the channel of going, trying to get an answer from somebody. That is not fun. That takes completely away from real estate altogether. And you don't have time for it. And it's frustrating when you love, like we were talking earlier, I have always lived and breathed real estate. I live and breathe real estate, always have, because I love it. And when it takes away from what you really want to do and what you have chosen to do and feel
Yeah.
like you're good at and want to continue to become better at, it is not fun anymore. And so that's why here, I don't, yes, I love bringing people on, and I love being able to say, I've got somebody that's great. I'll hook y'all up. You can talk to them. They'll talk to y'all. It's not my responsibility. I would love it if I had more friends working over here, but I don't have to worry about it. I can do what I'm good at. You can talk to them, and then that's how we grow together.
Plus, we're brand new,
Yeah.
and we hadn't even tried to
No.
recruit
And
yet.
look what it's
Now
doing.
we just barely started trying, and we're getting calls every day. So it's pretty exciting.
It is exciting. Yeah.
Brian said on Twitch, a happy agent at a good brokerage should be its own recruiting tool.
Mm-hmm.
And Holly said 100%. She said, focus on sales. That's what she said.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, because you and Holly, as CEOs and CEO and COO, you want your agents out there producing. What good does it have an organization when you've got agents that are tied up with other headaches and issues, and they're not producing? They're worried about recruiting. Where is that going? How are you going to grow a brokerage when you don't have agents producing?
I also never understood at these other brokerages why they put why they glorified the big recruiters and put those people on stages at conventions, but not the big recruiters, or excuse me, not the big producers. Like I want the producers out there showing all the other agents, hey, you can be just like me. Here's exactly what I did. Here's the tools that I do. Like Josh teaching everybody the systems that he does. Natrix says, that's Nate. He says, I am Debbie's biggest fan. That's what
Oh, thank you. Well, ditto, Nate. Natrix. I love your nickname.
this is your color, Debbie.
I know. And that's the
So,
other thing. We get to pick our own colors, and I have gone wild with it too. So, but I love
yep.
it.
And
It
that's
looks
what
so
we
cool.
wanted at My
Yeah.
Real Estate Company is we want you to be able to brand yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So it's guaranteed to fit in your brand guidelines, your color scheme. Our mission and vision, we just want to make it possible for agents to win and work everywhere, build lasting relationships, not focus on transactional relationships, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we also wanted to change our vision is to change the way that real estate feels, where relationships, not recruiting games, is what actually drives the success around here. And we want agents to know that your growth is not capped here. It's expected. We actually have standards here because we think our agents thrive when they feel like things are expected of them, right?
Right. Right.
And then, so this morning, Debbie, you had opened your mic and talked about, and we do this every company meeting, right? We
Yeah.
say, hey, does anybody want to talk about how a core value has affected them this week? And you had opened your mic and talked about it. So do you want to talk about it?
Yeah, I do. It was radical transparency, and that's the thing is, well, and in the past, all the brokerages I've been with through the years, sometimes you're friends, sometimes you know each other really well, sometimes you don't. And the bigger, well, and you get to the point where I have gotten to the point where like, okay, this is the issue I'm having. Do I let them know I'm having some conflicts or I'm having some challenges or I'm having some issues, or am I just out here on my own and I handle it myself? Well, I'm quite independent about everything in my life, all my personal, professional, I'm pretty independent. So, and I don't always make the best decision. A lot of the time I don't make the best decision, but so, and I'm sure she'll get into it, or Sandy will get into it. Our brokerage is NAR, and you can go NAR or non-NAR. Okay. Anyway, I had decided, and I've been doing this for almost 20 years, 18, 19, 20 years, and been with MLS, local MLS, been with NAR, followed all the little rules, followed along, and it hasn't really affected me negatively, but I just go along with it. There's a lot of beauty with the changes in the industry because of all the conflicts that have been created by the higher ups. No fault of us. It's just what's going on. And I thought that I was ready for a change. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to, I'm going to go jump on the ship. And I thought, okay, I'm good. I don't want to be my local MLS. I don't want to be with NAR anymore. I'm a big girl and I'm going to do this. So I was a little challenged by it because I want to preface this with saying I've been in this for so long. I'm probably one of the older agents in the group. I'm not just starting out. I'm not just starting my career. I'm not midstream. I don't want to really re-up the way I'm doing things. My goal is I want to make a bunch more money, and I'll make up for not making money, make money, help my clients, do what I know how to do, and just continue to grow. They also know I want to get my broker's license and continue. That's just my one step I should have already accomplished. This gives me the freedom to do it. Well, I switched ships and I said, okay, I'm here. Well, I was lost. I was like, no fault of anybody other than the fact that I couldn't open my mind up to go, okay, how do I get all the information out there? I'm so used, and I was working
It's
with,
just a lot for you to learn and get
it's
used
a
to.
lot for me to learn. I'm learning new things anyway with all the new platforms you're offering
Yeah.
us, which are amazing. But then that was a whole other system.
Yeah.
And my broker, Lindsay, was creating new forms. And I'm like, what? I have a form. It's in Trek. It's in, I have a form. What? And it was like a lot.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't do it. It was like my brain was like, oh, that's just too much. And then when I started to realize, and then I realized most of the agents around Dallas Fort Worth, the majority of them are traditional. traditional MLS, traditional everything. And when I started trying to make appointments or trying to get information on the MLS, or realizing my listings weren't visual locally, it started stressing me out really badly. So I was like, oh, okay. So then I decided, well, maybe this isn't a good fit for me. I don't know. Devastated over it because I absolutely love the people I work with. I was messaging Sandy way before they even opened to Texas, going, whenever y'all are ready, when y'all hit Texas, let me know. And but so instead I sent an email going, well, maybe I'm not a good fit. But Holly called me and said, okay. And Sandy knew in the back of her mind what was really going on. I had not said anything to anybody. I should have said, this is what's going on, y'all. What do y'all think? Because they always have day one. If it isn't for you, are you sure you want to switch? We're not forcing you to switch. Are you sure you want to? And I'm like, yes, I want to. And then I'd question again. And I'd go, okay, I want to. Then I was ready. I should have contacted them, all of you. And then Holly called me. We walked through it. It's like, everything is good. I'm back. It took one day for me to get back on board.
And see,
24
that's
hours.
what I love is like, you can be a success story for that side of it.
I know, and I want to be,
You can
and
be
I
like,
will be.
how easy, you guys, if you want to try it, the worst case scenario is you can switch right back so easily.
Yeah, you can. It was just, I paid my dues later. I took a month and that's all the difference. 24 hours, I am up and running. I mean, our TC, Kyle, Holly had everything running. Kyle had everything running. Everybody had everything running. I was out showing property, making appointments through Broker Bay again, doing everything I need to do. It was like I had not even skipped a beat. I skipped a beat when I took this on and didn't know what I was doing. And I still think it doesn't mean I may not change my mind later on again. It just wasn't good timing for me. And all I had to do was go to y'all and say, it isn't working for me, not to be embarrassed, not to think I'm not a good fit, not to think that you're going to go, oh my gosh, she's not fitting with us, because y'all have been clear from day one. It's up to you. This is open to you for either, which I believe most brokerages should be that way. They should give us a choice. I don't understand now why they're not. Maybe more will. And it doesn't mean jump ship and go open up your own MLS. It doesn't mean that. It just means give your agents a choice, because there's tools out there for everybody, every fit, every model, any way you want to go. And I am not joking. It was exactly 24 hours that my stuff was up and running, and I was just rocking and rolling today, showing and making appointments, doing my thing. So
that is such a huge success story.
I know, I love it, and I cannot wait to share that, because and just like Holly said, this is not going to be a rah non-nar, blah blah. No,
exactly.
This is for everybody. This is for everybody, and and I'm not going to be the only one that wants to be traditional.
I don't want people to feel that way, right?
No,
and I want people to feel that if they go and they change their mind, that they can switch back very easily. And so that's what I love about that success story.
And I hands down have experienced it. And if anybody has a doubt, they can come ask me what I experienced and what I thought, because I am not joking when I talk about how quickly and how easy it was. I'm the one that made the stress for myself. I stressed myself out for no reason. So, because I'm just like, oh, I'll just handle it. And that wasn't the way to do it, because this is not what this brokerage is about. This is not to handle it on your own. We just like to handle it. If it's broken, fix it. It's a great, we'll make it better. This is not, we are not on our own. We are not on our own.
We are meant to take that stress off of our agents. Like we handle it, right?
Yeah. And that's the way I've always felt whenever I'm, in that position. I'm like, just like we tell our clients, I don't want you, I'm handling the stress. Let me keep track of the deadlines. Let me keep track of what's going on next. I want you to enjoy the excitement of shopping for your home. Yes, I know you're going to be stressed, but let me take on that. And that's the same role y'all are taking for us. You're saying, let us take on the stress. You enjoy and do what you do, and we'll all be in this together. That's the way it should be. Yeah. So there you go.
I'm so excited about that.
I know.
I'm so excited to hear that. So Debbie and I met at a previous brokerage that we were at. I am CEO of this brokerage. I'm a Marine Corps veteran, And we started this brokerage in March of last year, and we quickly scaled 7 states in 7 months. And my background is I have a bachelor's in business administration, Marine Corps veteran. I also have a government background in the Department of the Army as a civilian, where I managed continuity of operations. So that's why I have a passion for scaling this business, this brokerage virtually and nationally. I want us to be able to never have a hiccup in our operations. And I also want, as CEO, to always have my finger on the pulse. I want it to be the big brokerage with the small brokerage feel. I want everybody to feel that way, right? Holly, our COO, she is my business partner. We have put in many late nights, many hours building this brokerage, and I could not do this without her. She is, there are managing brokers are not created equal. And especially when I was recruiting for these national virtual brokerages previously, I would have a very good experience with Holly as my broker, for instance, in Iowa. And then I would recruit an agent in Texas, for instance, and they would have a terrible experience with their broker, or in Florida, and they'd have a terrible experience with their broker. And I have a huge passion for setting, broker standards in this company so that agents will know what to expect, or agents will know what to expect in events and everything. But Holly has a passion for growing that out as well. Lindsay, do you want to say a few words about Lindsay while you're here, about your broker?
Lindsay is a brainiac. That's all I know. I mean, she's in farm and ranch, which is great because I have a lot of farm and ranch friends. So I have somebody I can refer them to. It's great. But I can ask her anything, and what comes out of her mouth is like, I was like, she knows exactly what to say, exactly how to say it. It's like her brain is in overdrive all the time. She is so smart, so and she keeps telling me, you need to know this because this is good broker knowledge. This is good broker knowledge. And she is like my biggest cheerleader on saying, you're going to get your broker's license. This is for your broker license. Because I've had brokers that go, you don't need to get your broker's license. You don't need to be doing that. I mean, so she's a really good cheerleader for her agents. But she knows exactly what's going on in this industry. She probably knows. I mean, I'd be surprised if she didn't know a contract word for word. That's just how she just really isn't a, and she's been on the other side of the non-NAR because she does farm and ranch. I mean, and I do residential, so it's a whole different side. But she can talk about any subject at any time. And if she doesn't know the exact answer, she's going to find it, and she is going to help you. I mean, if I just have one simple question, she's going to give me different scenarios on how to approach her, how to say it. She's amazing. She's absolutely amazing. I think she's one of the smartest brokers I've ever worked with. And it's crazy because she hasn't even been in the industry as long as I have. And I'm like, the things I'm learning from her in this short time, it's just going to go on. I love it. I'm thankful she's my broker. Seriously.
I'm thankful to have her here too.
Yeah.
I'm thankful that, she bet on us as a brokerage. She called us up. I've known her back from the EXP days. I think I've known her since like 2019, 2020-ish. And I just love that she wanted to partner with us, and she's just like, let's fucking do this, and I'm gonna help you grow Texas, and we're gonna make this huge. And she specifically said Texas needs this brokerage. So
Yeah, it's true.
and frankly, Texas needs Lindsay as
I agree. I
broker.
agree. I mean, I'm not exaggerating. I've had some good brokers. I've had terrible brokers. I have some non-existent brokers, but Lindsay, she's available anytime you need her. I mean, but it's not just that. I mean, anybody can be that, but it's just that she studies and knows. She knows now what's coming down the pipeline before it even gets here. She's preparing us Texas agents, and she's preparing us before it even hits. Before it even hits. Just like today, we were talking about the IABS form. She's preparing us, and that's just a minor thing compared to everything else. And she keeps reminding me, you need to go onto the Trex site. You need to pay, start studying this and reading this and learn it. So she's coaching me in the meantime on how to be a good broker before I even get there. But helping me to be a good realtor now is only going to help me become better down the road. I don't think I've ever learned as much from anybody, any broker, as much as I have her. So, it's not saying I have some good brokers in my background, but nothing like
that's
this.
an even bigger compliment then.
Yeah.
So I kind of made this slide. I'm messing around with a few things. I'm still updating this presentation, but I wanted to kind of show like how we offer different things, right? So how somebody could be a referral agent and still have access to systems. Somebody can be a residential agent. Somebody could be a new agent, but maybe they're going to be required to participate in things. Like, so for instance, they're going to be required to use the TC for a while because we want them to see how this is going and how it should go during a transaction. They'd be required to participate in live trainings and, get their game going and everything. But a normal residential agent, if you're just normal and you're experienced and you're coming over to our brokerage, you're going to get white glove onboarding and support. You're going to get in-house optional to use our in-house TC. She's plugged into all the service, all the platforms, everything. Live trainings. We use Follow Up Boss for a CRM. We have Luxury Presence for our website. Our digital business card and email signature and virtual background on Zoom we use is Popple. And see, I need like slides for all of this stuff because it's all amazing stuff. We have a client-facing home search app. We use Slack, and we're going to go back and talk about a few of these things. We use Slack for our internal communications. We are e-sign platform of choice. Our agents can use anything they want to send out for contracts because we feel that, I mean, statistics prove that agents are more productive when they can use the systems that they want to use, right? So we want them to use whatever they're comfortable with. But if you need a platform or you want a platform, we provide .loop. We give you E&O plus there's seller protection. So you have a unique value proposition to give during listing appointments and full Google Suite. Most companies just give that ghost email address, but you get calendar, Google Meet, Google Slides, Drive, chat, all that stuff. We're offering Zillow showcase listings and that's coming up. And Lindsay was saying today that she's seen it, priced as high as $700. So we're getting it as low as, between 300 and maybe even as low as 150. AdWorks Enterprise is coming soon, deep discounts there. And our support, I'm very proud of our support that we give. And it's hard to quantify that because it's like, well, I can sit here saying we have great support, but it really should come from the agents, right?
Yeah, and we do have great support. I love every one of the people in support, and they're there all the time. So
good.
Yeah.
And we offer health insurance, and it's real health insurance. It's plans that you actually can go in and see a physical doctor. And we are always in Zoom every single day, every single weekday. And NAR membership is optional. And there's ownership equity opportunities. Now, something about that is we do not plan to go public. There is something that happens with these real estate companies when they go public. They're only caring about their bottom line and making the board happy. BlackRock starts buying up a whole bunch of their shares. Their motives shift, and it's not at any fault of their own. they have different people to answer to. They no longer answer to their agents. We want to always answer to our agents. Our value will continue to increase, but we can stay privately held. So that's our plan. That's our long-term plan. But I want to go back to the white glove onboarding and support. So Brian's our concierge. Um, he was brought on board, I think like after you had already come on board, but
Yeah.
he went
Yeah.
after the fact, and you've had a little bit of experience with him. So what do you
Mm-hmm.
think about
No,
Brian?
I think Brian is my saving grace. Yeah, because yeah, he was brought on after me. So the onboarding, it is what it is, but it can be confusing because everything's different. And I know I was just kind of doing the bare minimum, but so I struggled a little bit. But when he came on board, and once he was finally acclimated with everything else, he goes above and beyond. Before we even think of something we need, I've noticed that Brian has already figured it out. He does it in the meetings. I'll see he's already made notes and already provided something. Like, okay, we weren't even doing that. And now it's like I can just message him and go, I can't figure out how to do my pop background dredge. I mean, anything, whatever it is, he can do it. He's made a lot of difference with onboarding. I think I think it's special, and I think it's incredible when you have, no matter how simple onboarding may seem, it's still going to be, some people get it at a different level, or they get on board to a certain point and then they get stuck, and it's probably me at some point. But I just he just takes it and runs with it. He makes sure that everything is set in place and runs with it. And I think it's very important to have one particular person who's taking care of that. And
Yeah.
he's incredible. His background makes complete sense on what he's done with it. Yeah. I could see the difference from when I started and then when he was brought on
Yeah,
completely.
and he actually, volunteered to come in and take on this position, and I didn't even like think about it, and he was perfect for this position. And for instance, how we do the digital business card with
Mhm.
Popple, I didn't even ask him to take every agent and like actually create their card with all their links and everything already templated in there. He just did it. He like created the agent's card for them in their preferred color, like exactly how he thinks that they would want it. And here you go. Is there anything you want to change about it or anything? You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
he really
Yeah.
does go above and beyond.
He
So
does. He does.
I
He's
appreciate
not, you can tell that he really enjoys what he's doing because he's not like, oh, okay, I'll get to you when I can't. No,
Yeah,
he's like, yeah, call me. And he'll walk through it with you, make sure you understand what's going on. And if you can't, he'll go back and do it. He's incredible.
thank
Yeah.
you. Thanks for that
You're
feedback.
welcome. Yeah.
I have a question for you. How has Slack been when you
At first I was like, I don't even know what Slack is, and I don't know what Twitch is. I don't know what y'all want me to do. So, and at first I'm like, oh God, I have to go somewhere. I can't just email them. Why can't I email them? I'm like, and now I get it. And now that, and I remember one of I don't know who it was, another new agent right after me joined, and she said, I don't even know where Slack is. And I said, I promise it gets easier. I think Slack is amazing, and because you can reach whoever you need to reach. Um, your transactions are right there. I mean, everything's in its place. I did have, I talked to Lindsay, and she explained it to me, and she said that Nate gave her some cheat notes on how to organize everything on there. And once Nate explained it to me on how to organize it, it made complete sense. So I think Slack is amazing. Now I don't think twice about it. I'm like, I don't know why more people don't do it. But yeah, at first I'm like kicking my feet going, I just want to email. And I probably did at first. I need to text or email. And I'm like, okay. You're probably thinking, is she ever going to quit? Is she ever going to email? Don't email us. But it's because there's a reason for it, because we can track everything that we need to find. It's in there.
Mhm.
And it's so I no, I think it's great. Slack, and it's not even intimidating. I think some of us tend to make it harder because we don't know what it is. It is not hard. It's not hard to learn. It's not hard to move around in. It is not difficult at all. It's just that if you don't know what it is, you're thinking it's something else you have to learn. And we've always know that about me. I'm like, I've got to learn something else. But I know that every platform in there works. Everything that we have in place works. You just have to like, okay, what is this about? Let me ask somebody to explain it to me, show me how to work it, and then you're set. yeah, Slack is going to be a huge tool to use for everybody.
I think you've done a great job acclimating to all the systems. Like you've been super open to learning them. I've not
Mhm.
heard you ever bitch or complain
I
about
don't, I don't,
things
I
that we've
don't, yeah,
implemented. You've been
yeah.
a really good, open-minded like I think you like pretty much all the systems,
No,
and I
I
think
do. I
let me
like
know
all
if
of
you
it.
didn't like it.
I would let you know. Well, I would let you know. I said that, but I didn't think anybody know what was going
Yeah.
on. It's like, sure you will, Debbie. No, no. After this last time, I told Holly, I promise I won't. I'll let y'all know what's going on. No, everything, anything I have an issue with is probably not even has nothing to do with us. It's like Zillow or Realtor.com. I have to get a hold of them for my own things, but it's everything that y'all have brought on board. If you just take the time to look at it and learn what it's there for, that's what I have to do. What is it here for? What tool is that? What is that tool supposed to be? What are we using it for? And then I do it, and it's fine. And you don't have to use everything, but once it fit what you're looking for, that's it. So no, I said this from day one with y'all. It's been a long time since I've been excited about going to work, and when we say going to work, that I've been excited, love who I work with, and excited about and what and I'm busy just doing my own thing, but I love our weekly trainings. Every Wednesday, I know there's gonna be a training. I love our office meetings that we have. I love, your Tuesday call, your Tuesday things or something. If I miss them, I have to go back and catch up, find out what's the latest drama going on in the world. The crazy stuff you come up with. What's it called? Tuesday? What is it called?
True
Crime.
crime
Yeah,
and
True
real
Crime
estate.
Tuesday.
Yep.
I know. I think.
And this coming Tuesday is the episode that I'm doing because of what you sent me for
Okay.
Fort Worth.
Well, good. I
Like
can't
I'm
wait.
doing
Yeah.
the episode.
My
Yeah.
husband saw that and I go, send that to me. And I started reading through it. And I said, I'm sending it to Sandy. She needs to know about
Yep.
this. But yes, I know I'm the happiest I've been in so many years. And it's not, I've been scooped up by all the pretty pictures and the shiny stuff. And, I've worked for the biggest and I've worked for the smallest. I've worked for the boutiques, and it's just a different level of support. And that's what you need. You need to have the support. You need to have the camaraderie. You need to know that you can reach out and get help anytime you need it for something. And I'm telling you, all of anything I've had a struggle with, I don't know. I think everybody in this company is crazy intelligent. I mean, I've never been worked for brokerage where that many of you have written for Inman. That's one thing. I'm like, I'm not writing for Inman. But it's just the things that all of you dive into. You don't just do it on the surface. All of you dive into it and get the whole picture, and don't just say this is what we're going to do today. And then because we've worked for that before, we dive into it. We're all learning a new system, and then it didn't work. Okay, a month later it didn't work, and you're like, okay, what now? But I love it here. I love it here. And that's why I was really sad the other day when I was like, I don't want to leave, but do her or don't. But yeah, I'm
I
not.
was I was so shocked and I was horrified.
Holly, if you're mad at me, I
No,
think Sandy's mad at
I
me.
told
Oh
Holly
no.
to call you because I was like, if anybody can talk to Debbie, it's gonna be Holly because
Yeah.
she's the most disarming person.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. No, I'm glad she did. I'm glad you told her that everything's great. But this brokerage y'all have built, and what y'all had built and took your time building amazes me. Y'all didn't just like start up, say, okay, we're going to start up a brokerage. Y'all did not do that. And I'm always amazed at the next thing you're bringing on, and the next thing you're bringing on, and every one of them are a benefit to us, not just because it's some shiny thing that you think we might want. That's not what it is. Thank
Yeah,
you
you
for
try
it.
to make it very purposeful.
Yeah.
It's not just, some random dazzling
Yeah. No. Yeah.
addition, like
That's not real.
1,001 fucking benefits over here
Oh, I
you'll
know.
never use.
I know. And I'm like, I haven't even caught up to the first 20, so I don't know what you're doing now. But yeah, no, this is anybody that's listening, watching anything, it's worth listening to. But I don't know anybody that's actually talked to y'all or listened to the platform or listened to what y'all are about that doesn't say, I think I need to be here. That's why y'all are growing. That's why we're growing like we're growing. Because once you hear this and see it and talk to y'all, it's like, this is probably where people need to be. And the fact that it's an invite only, like, I'm still flattered I was invited. I'm like, I don't know what I did to invite you, but it's like, it's a good place to be, but everybody needs, it's not for everybody, and everybody,
Mhm.
but whoever's interested in it needs to check it out and
And you
talk to
know
y'all.
what we've started doing, Debbie, since and this has been implemented since after you've joined, but I send a written letter of invitation now each
Oh, you
time.
do?
Mhm.
Oh, good.
I say why they're being invited.
Oh, I love that.
Hmm.
That stands out above anything and everything.
Yep. So yeah,
That's
we're
good.
not messing
Awesome.
around with that. Holly asked, she says, I'm curious what Debbie thinks about our Zoom office vibe.
Oh, I love it. It is the craziest thing. I think I asked one day, I said, are y'all all in the same place right now? Like, all of y'all were in the office together. I couldn't wrap my brain around it, And they're like, no, we're over here. And the way it's set up, you feel like you're calling in, you're on a conference call and you're calling into the Zoom room when everybody's hanging out and answering the phone and they're passing the extension over to this office. It cracks me up every time. But that's what I felt like. I was like, are y'all all there together and I'm just over here hanging out? Or you'll zoom in and I'm, like, I need to talk to Kyle or I need to talk to Lindsay, and they're like, yeah, let me check it over here. And I'm like, and then other people are in there talking, and I'm like, and I think one time I thought it was in there, and I thought I'd hopped on early for a call, so I thought maybe I hopped it like at another brokerage where you got kicked out if you got in early on the call. That's what I thought, but no, I think it's great. I love it. I mean, just knowing, and it took me a little bit because Lindsay would say, just call in during the open office hours, Zoom room, whatever you want, Zoom hours. Okay. And then I would send her a huddle, or I'd send her a text. Okay, you tell me when you want to meet with me, And it was like, it took me a little bit. Finally, just hop in there. Now it's no big deal. I just hop in there. So, I like it.
Hmm.
I think it's a great setup, but it took me a minute to figure out that y'all were
Good.
all hanging out together.
No, it's the same thing. We had another agent who is in the middle of transferring over, another Texas agent, and she popped in, and I was in my breakout office and I saw her name. And so I went out a little bit later and I said, "Hey Brian, what'd she want?" He said, "I don't know. She popped in for a minute and then popped out."
See,
So
she
I
probably
texted
thought,
her.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
and that's exactly what she thought. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a video that's like ahead of time before you come in, and it's like, hey, this is the vibe, and
Yeah.
you
Well, a couple of times I've been on there and like, Lindsay and I were on there talking, and y'all, or maybe, I don't know who I was talking to. And we would just be talking, rambling.
know.
And you popped in and said, whenever you get done, I need to have you over here. And knowing that I knew we were rambling on, but no, it's off. But it's funny to me how y'all can pop into the room and say, when you get through this call, I need you over here. It still cracks me up. I'm still visualizing this big conference
I
room.
know, right? And now
Yeah.
we've
Yeah.
come up with this signal where if I put this up in my office, it means like do not even enter
Oh,
my office.
really?
But you want to hear something funny? The other day, Holly and I were interviewing somebody, and I put that up. And I had to tell her, I was like, I'm not putting this up because of you. I'm putting this up because I don't want us to be just. But could you imagine you're getting interviewed and then all of a sudden I just put no?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that'd be no. Oh, they what? Somebody else. It's like you're being watched from over here, and they're like, no, no.
Exactly.
Oh my god, no. I love
Nate
it. I think it's
says,
great. Yeah.
Nate goes, I am having dreams about being in Zoom now. It's a part of my life now.
No,
LOL.
he's always there. He and Brian are like there all the time. I'm like, y'all ever leave?
And it's funny because I treat Nate like my little brother that I never asked for, and I've never met him in real life. But it
This
feels
is the
like,
funniest thing to me. It is so hard for me to realize that most of y'all have never met each other. And I'm like, just like
mhm,
I haven't met everybody. And I'm like, it does not feel that way at all.
mhm.
So when we
I've
do
never
meet,
felt closer
no,
to my fellow
Yeah,
realtors, you
I
know?
love it. I think it's an amazing place to be. I've missed before COVID, and, you know, I worked for a boutique agency in Odessa where I'm from, and you know, we all had an office, you know, and we all, you know, would hang out there and work together and all kind of stuff. So I've kind of missed the camaraderie of having my close friends and agents. We'd have it, you know. This is the best thing. This is the best thing. I don't want to go to the office because I don't want to have to get dressed every single day. I don't want to have
Yeah.
to. So, but this is the next. This is the best thing to it. This is
Mhm.
really amazing because you do feel like you're still hanging out together and working together.
And you're in control. You can always log off anytime,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
But if you're in an office, they can come knock on your door, walk in, be like, hey, what's up? Blah, blah, blah. And that always bothered me. Or they could overhear my
yeah,
phone
yeah,
conversations,
yeah,
steal my fucking clients, all
yeah.
this. This has all happened at brick and mortar traditional brokerages
Oh,
that
you're
I've
right.
got
There's
past.
this is much better. But just like the other day, whenever I got it, I came in for something, and Brian said, or Nate said that Lindsay's client had the, what is it? Was it a leopard or something in her office? Leopard or a cougar or tiger, some tiger,
Yeah.
baby, the baby. And he's like, somebody asked him to come into her office. He goes, I can't. There's a leopard. There's a leopard in there. So I'm like, what? There was one in there in the room. And in the meantime, I'm picturing the office, and there's actually a leopard in there, and everybody was
Nate
there.
says leopard. And Nate goes way better than stupid avatars that are hard to control.
Thank you.
Going into a fake world where you can't see people's faces.
Oh my God. Is that my
Ollie goes, I think it's important to see our faces. And then
Yes.
we're talking about the zoo, right? Like, yeah, for the leopard and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah. But
that's
no,
right.
I agree with Nate. It was way better than having a little avatar. I was there for a little while, and I couldn't
Yeah.
imagine me trying to figure out how to get my little person to walk into that auditorium. I'm like, oh God,
Yeah. Oh my God.
can you? I just want to talk to somebody.
Yeah.
Somebody call
But
me.
if you press Control Shift D Y, you can do a cartwheel.
I'm surprised. I can't believe that many people took off to that. That's just crazy. I don't know. I just didn't do that.
And then like in the olden days, it would like take up all your computer's memory in order to download it. And then your fucking battery would die.
Oh my
You'd have to have
God.
your computer plugged in at all times if
Oh,
you had
that's
to, you were
hysterical.
trying to run it.
Oh,
So,
that's hysterical. Oh my
all
God.
right, well,
Yeah. Well, good. This is fun.
oh,
Oh,
guess what Brian said?
what?
We'll wrap it up, but he goes, "Don't ever make me teach realtors to play a video game." That's what he said. I bet that would be the moment he would quit.
Oh, that would be the moment he'll have done.
He'd be like, I hit my limit.
Well,
This is
Brian,
not
I can tell
happening.
Brian, I can promise Brian, I will never ask him to teach me how to play a video game. I have zero interest. None.
Oh my
That's
God.
your safe with me. That's
Hey,
funny.
before we wrap it up, I'm gonna run this idea by you. So I had
Okay.
it late last night. I want to do once a month, and I want to do where we shut down for like 2.5 hours, like the second Friday of the month, and we watch a movie.
Oh my God, yes. Please.
Like that idea?
I'm all up. Please. I love it.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Oh, wouldn't that be amazing?
Yeah. All right.
Yes.
Glad you like that.
Oh,
So,
that'll be great.
because I want to give the staff a break. I want
Yeah.
them to be able to turn their brains off. And then I want the agents to be able to come in and somebody
Oh,
will share the screen and then let's just like watch a movie together and just,
yes. Oh, that'll be so much fun.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I'm on board with that. That'd
All
be
right.
great.
Well, thank
Good.
you so much for coming and
Thank
doing this
you.
with me,
It
Debbie.
was fun.
I
We'll
really
do it
had a good
again.
time.
Me too.
It's not fun doing these by myself.
I'm
So,
sure it's not. No. And
yeah.
so everybody knows Holly, God, Sandy and I have never met either, but we just connected immediately through our
Yeah.
area leader role at our former brokerage. We somehow just like connected, and
Yeah,
we
how
didn't
did
even
you and
talk
I
that many
connect of
times.
all people? Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't even, but it's like somehow it was like, that's my person, and it didn't
Yeah.
even have to be there. So, yeah, it just continued. There we go. Now we're
Yeah.
together.
Now we're
All right.
together again.
That's right. Well,
All
thank you.
right,
This
I'm gonna
was so
try and
fun.
close this out like Holly, all right?
Okay. I
So
know. I'm going to try to do the
let's
same.
see. So Message us if you need us. All right. And for any of you out there that doesn't know us yet, you can hit us up on My Real Estate Co. anywhere on social media. Message us if you need us. You started this morning with a blank slate at 0.
Mhm.
So go out and find yourself a buyer, a seller, or an agent to talk to. Have a good one, everybody. Bye.